Hey guys, Ryan Smith with the Ryan Smith Home Selling Team here to discuss the top 10 myths involved in real estate. Now this is going to be part one. We're going to be doing a two-part series on this, but the top 10 myths involved in real estate. Here we go. Well, hey guys, thanks again for checking out our video blog. Like I said, this is part one of the top 10 myths of real estate. Actually, we came up with like 15 or 20 of these, but tried to shrink it down a little bit. So we're going to do, like I said, a two-part series. This will be part number one. So first myth, I guess the first of the five that we'll cover today is that the real estate agent keeps all the commission, right? So, obviously we've heard that discussed a lot, especially I've heard it over the years. Been doing this 11 years, so I've heard that many times. I really selfishly might wish that was true, but it's not. So especially in marketing a house and in helping sell people's houses, our team literally spends thousands of dollars for every single house that we list to help it sell. So, whereas for some specific agents, it might just be taking some pictures and slapping it on the MLS. There's a lot more that goes into it when you hire our team to help you in selling your house. So as we're paying for, professional media crew and stagers and all that stuff to happen, and just from advertising the house on our different marketing platforms, there's expenses that go into that, and it costs us thousands of bucks. So in order for us to be able to perform at the level that we do, unfortunately, we don't get to keep all the commission. That's just kind of the way it works. So that's myth number one. And myth number two, typical agent gets 6%, right? Well, is the typical commission 6%? Well, oftentimes there are a lot of real estate agents that will charge 6%. There's some that will charge less. There's some that will charge more. When it comes to what is a fair commission, here's the deal, and this is my opinion of commission in general. It all should translate back to value. So anything that you're paying to someone should be proportionally and directly related to the amount of value that they're bringing you in this process. So if one agent is able to make you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars more and do that in a very short period of time, that person's probably going to be worth more than someone who is not have that same track record of success. So, I don't know if I'd really say that there is a flat normal cost of commission that people pay when it comes to a real estate deal. However, it should always, always, always translate back to value. So if I want to be able to make a good living in selling houses and stuff, then I need to be very good at delivering value to our clients. If I deliver value on a very high level, then I'll have a rewarding business, just like everyone on our team will, and we'll have a bunch of very happy clients. So I want to always find a way, first and foremost, find a way to deliver value. Number three, an agent's gas and mileage, other transportation expenses, they can just get reimbursed for that, right? Well, no, it doesn't actually work that way, unfortunately. So real estate agents, when they're out showing property, those expenses, you can write some of those off on your taxes. I mean, there could be a way to deduct some of them from your taxes. However, there is no company that's out there reimbursing us for marketing expenses or anything like that. That's just, unfortunately, not how it works. Kind of in line with all this is marketing a home. And there's a myth that marketing a home, the expenses aren't the agent's responsibility. There's going to be a company that's up there helping pay them for their marketing. Well, again, a myth. Unfortunately, even in the large brands, Keller, Williams, RE/MAX, Century 21, none of them dictate how a real estate agent should market. That's why you could go to a very large brand like a RE/MAX or Keller Williams, and you're going to see some agents who are extremely successful selling a lot of houses at top dollar, and then you're going to see some other agents at the very same company who are not very successful and who are not performing at a very high level. Why does that happen? Well, because there's no standard that's there for those folks. So, the company itself, Keller Williams, RE/MAX, whatever it is not mandating that any of those agents do any certain form of marketing for any house that they have. And so because they're not mandating that, some agents will do more, some agents will do less, and those expenses are always going to be passed on to the individual real estate agent or the real estate team. So, yeah. And so myth number 5 right there, last one for this time, is that a home either passes or fails inspection. A lot of time I've heard people say, well, my house passed inspection or my house failed inspection. Well, there is no real pass and fail when it goes through an inspection process. The purpose of that inspection is just to be very informative, to point out all the things that are that are wrong with the property. And so if certain things are pointed out that's wrong, it's almost to be expected on a house. Anything that's built by human hands is going to have deficiencies. So, I would really go into it expecting, quite honestly, that there's going to be some things that will pop up. And just because something popped up doesn't mean that it passed or failed on inspection. It just means that that's the state of things as they are, right? And so that's what enables you for negotiating as you sit down with your buyer or seller and you guys talk about the condition of the property and you negotiate things together to work it out and find a way to move forward together. So hope that's been very helpful and informative. A lot of these focused on the real estate agent side of it, although we did talk a little bit about the home aspect and the passing and failing of inspection. Next time, we're going to go into a little bit more of the real estate sales process, right? So catching up with some myths on that side of things. But, it's been an honor to visit with you about these 5, and look forward to catching up with you about the next 5 myths that are involved in real estate today.